Although many people are aware of the implications of drunk driving, it has still not resonated with many of our youth. It is dangerous, reckless, and a selfish decision that impacts many lives other than the irresponsible person who decided to get behind the wheel. Many people are aware of the dangers. However, 25% of teenagers admit to drinking and driving at least once, and they are not even the majority of the drinking population. It is a hazard to your health, and it greatly affects the way a person reacts and thinks. Driving already requires a lot of attention and coordination, and we can all admit that sometimes we're bad at driving, even not under the influence. Alcohol interferes with the brain's communication pathways, and it can affect the way the brain looks and works. These disruptions contain the mood and behavior and make it harder to think clearly and move with coordination. Even one drink, although it is the legal limit, can affect reaction times and concentration. Many people believe that you can sober up by eating or drinking coffee. However, the only real way to become sober is to wait it out. As you can see, drinking and driving is very dangerous. These are some students who were driving on the way back from prom and got in a drunk driving accident, and obviously you can see it was very fatal. Every 53 minutes, someone is killed in a drunk driving accident, and every 2 minutes, someone is injured. If you add this up, it is approximately 30 deaths and 720 injuries, and that's every single day. And obviously it can happen when you least expect it. Everyone is not the same when it comes to drinking alcohol. It can depend on your height and your weight. As you can see, the heavier you are, the more drinks you can consume before you go over the legal limit. I'm here to show you what is legal and what is not, and this is per hour. You can usually have only one 12-ounce beer without affecting your driving. You can have one glass of a 4-ounce glass of wine. A lot of restaurants offer 6 or 9-ounce glasses, so people are drinking over the limit even when they think they're just drinking one glass of wine. And also just 1 ounce of hard liquor. Obviously, hard liquor affects your body more. If you had 12 ounces of beer, it affects your body more than 12 ounces of liquor. And a lot of people think drunk driving is not a common occurrence, and it isn't likely to happen to them. In fact, almost 30 million people in the US in 2012 admitted to drinking and driving. I never really thought too much about it until my friend Katie on graduation night in 2012 lost half of her brain in a drunk driving accident. I never thought it would affect me, but it did, and it affected the entire community, and it was very, very sad. One person broke a leg and another person broke a nose in the car, and still to this day, Katie is not able to physically do half of the things she was able to do before the accident. So as you can see, it could be very fatal, and if not fatal, it can be very implicating to your life. Drunk driving can affect the community, families, and everyone around you. Not to mention yourself, where if you hurt or God forbid kill anyone, you can face severe prison time and severe penalties. Do you really think that it would be worth it? Car accidents remain to be among the top 10 leading causes of death in the United States, and 31% of those accidents are a result of drunk driving. 15% of those incidents were pedestrians struck by a drunk driver. As you can see, these people were participating in a bike race and then they were struck by a drunk driver. As you can see, many injuries and possibly some fatalities. And many people only consider drinking and driving to be behind the wheel of a car, but a majority of dangerous accidents occur in activities such as four-wheeling, snowmobiling, and other common activities that happen on the snow, water, and on land. Although car accidents have been cut in half since 1980 in the founding of MAD, which is Mothers Against Drunk Driving, still a growing number of alcohol-related crashes occur in places other than the car. And just because an accident hasn't affected you doesn't mean it hasn't affected everyone around you, and you should be more considerate. Designated drunk driver really isn't a thing, and it should not be a thing. And a lot of people think that without drunk driving they would save money, and they would save energy and time, and they wouldn't bother their friends. But I think if you save a life, it would be worth more than saving some money. In 2015, there are so many ways to avoid drunk driving, whether you call a cab, use an Uber, or bother a friend. Driving drunk is dangerous, selfish, and an inconsiderate act. Don't drink and drive. I hope this has made you reconsider driving under the influence. Those are my words cited. Thank you.